We are standing in front of one of the many Chase buildings in Manhattan. This is one of the main ones. Very, very important. This company played a huge role in the housing meltdown, in the economic meltdown of the United States in 2008. JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan is like the parent owner of Chase Bank, and they were late getting involved in the subprime mortgage debacle, but when they got in 2006, they went head first, and they got, I believe they raised at least $1 billion in terms of profit from actually betting against the market, the housing market, in 2008. So when everything hit the fan, actually they started in 2006, everything started hitting the fan around 2008, and they also got bailed out by the United States government. And it's just really, they're one of the most egregious companies, that was involved in the meltdown of the economy. And their CEO, Jamie Dimon, was very, just like kind of unrepentant, almost had an attitude that they did the American people a favor by, guaranteeing these really terrible like mortgages to people and trying to sell it back. So this is one of the companies that is part of the Occupy crime scene. Do not cross. But they weren't the biggest players. The biggest players were actually Goldman Sachs, as well as Deutsche Bank, as well as AIG, the Lehman Brothers, Bear Stearns. So they got into it. And what's interesting is they knew that they got into it reluctantly. But when they realized how much money they could make, they said they went full steam. So they cost American taxpayers billions of dollars, and then they asked to get bailed out, and they got money back from the government. And they're still paying a very low tax rate, which is interesting. So yeah, this is one of our targets as well. We're about to try to occupy Wall Street, but as you can see from the partitions, all of those, like the silver, like the mirrored partitions, weren't there before Occupy Wall Street. It was actually an open plaza. They used to have jazz concerts there. We used to be able to go eat lunch up there. It was actually a really pleasant place to come chill with your friends and have lunch. But when they heard about Occupy Wall Street, they immediately, even before we targeted it as a particular place to occupy, they started barricading the place off. So now it's also one of the places that's very heavily secured. You can't see the police and security, but they are there. So very, very important that people understand the importance, and just do your research. Don't go by what I say. You can go to our website. We have also the 25 people that played the biggest role in the financial meltdown on our website, which is OccuEvolve.wordpress.com. And just go to our Occupy crime scene walking tours, and you'll see more information about exactly what Chase and other individuals that played a role in the financial meltdown played in our current crisis.